Grand Rising, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. If you find this message, it was meant for you. I'm going to ring the bell. All right, everybody. Grand Rising. Excuse me. Today is Thursday, April 24th, 2025. The time is 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we're going to do a past life reading, and I haven't done one of those in a while. All right, a labyrinth is significant. Pan's labyrinth. Maybe somebody's cooking in a pan. It said panoramic vision, oh, wow. It said Pan Am. We used to take Pan Am going to Jamaica back in the 80s. Wow, we brought it back. What are they saying? Pan? Yeah, like I said, Pan's labyrinth, a rat race. Yeah, you should have bought a squirrel. Yeah, that movie was absolutely fucking ridiculous. Okay, so in a past life, the first card that came out was Unrequited Love. And so I shuffled the deck and I put the card back and I continued to shuffle. It's like, no, I don't want to talk about unrequited love, this reading. So Spirit is like, unfortunately, for a lot of lifetimes, for a lot of us, I said speak up, for a lot of lifetimes, for a lot of us, there was unrequited love. This present lifetime included. They said present company not included, or, whatever. Present company not included. That's what they said. They said batteries not included. No, y'all did not. No, y'all didn't. Batteries not included. What is it, Johnny 5? Cocoon, E.T., batteries not included, Short Circuit, which I think that was Johnny 5. Movies like that. I haven't seen Cocoon in a long time. What did they show me? Jessica Tandy and her husband, Hume Cronin. Wow. I was always good with names. When I say names, I was always good with celebrity names. In terms of regular people's names, I was not so good with the names, but a face, I would never forget a face. Even now, if I've seen you before, you're not going to tell me I ain't seen you before. So it's a past life reading. A lot of people, unrequited love. Some people were not married. A crossword puzzle is significant. They said board games are significant. They're showing me destiny, prophecy, selected mission. They said, this is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Yeah, mission impossible. You can go back to that reading. Destiny, prophecy, selected mission, prodigy. They said boy genius, girl genius. They said the computer wore tennis shoes. Yeah. Chess. They said somebody was willing to sacrifice their queen. They said wizard chess. Of course, Harry Potter. HP is significant. They said, dude, you're getting a Dell. What was his name? They said Jared from Subway. A lot of 80s and 90s are coming because, well, we know why. We're healing these energies, we're going back. They said, I'm going to take it back. They said, hey, Mr. DJ, flavor unit is significant. Rolling with the flavor, feeling all right. Okay, so they show me inflow with money. Influx, and influx is significant. Yeah, destiny shows, destiny fulfilled. They said, is she the reason you don't call like you used to? Fall through my hood like you used to. I put it on me hard like you used to do. Yeah. They said, yeah. Now, Biggie significant. Brooklyn in the house. Without a doubt, they said, yeah. BK, they said British Knights. Wow. Your Holiness, Your Honor. They said your His Imperial Majesty. They show me Selassie. Selassie, I live it every time. When me say, our family from Jamaica go off foreign pantour, preaching, teaching the people for sure. Answer to Jah when I'm in, excuse me, answer to Jah when I'm knock on the door. Yes. You said, if you ignore, you will perish for sure. Yes. Our people perish for lack of knowledge. So a crossword puzzle significant. Queen's, well, there you go. Queen's Gambit. That was, what was that Netflix series? But yeah, oh shit. Yeah, chess. Maybe playing chess back in, they're saying maybe being when it was televised back in the 50s, 60s. They show me the Joy Luck Club. She played piano in the 60s, 70s. They said Brenda Russell, he played piano in the dark. Being 60 or 70 significant, 60s or 70s. 74 significant, that came through. They said Vietnam. Good morning, Vietnam. Some of us were in Vietnam. I believe that I was. They said, meet me in St. Louis. St. Louis, where is that, Missouri? They said a traveling salesman is significant. We are chosen. And for some people, you know, a lot of people throughout their lifetimes, you know, they said the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages, they said the Rosicrucian, secret societies are very heavy. Knighthood came out, but it didn't come up. Samurai is out here. The samurai swords. Somebody didn't take care of their health in a past life. And this, like I said, this lifetime, you know, like I said, present company included, present lifetime included. Some people were not married. Some people, they said, wherever I lay my head, that's my home. They said roaming charges. Like I said, that's where we at, in Rome. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's where we at, ROAM. Wanderer, drifter, adventurer, rambler, wayfarer. They said wayfarer is significant. Look at the city. They said city slickers, country grammar. What is that? Show me 7, I show you 8. Missouri, significant. Misery, loves company. Okay. Spouse is next to mother and roamer, underneath roamer. Somebody's spouse roamed, maybe because of their fucking mother. Look, there's 3 people in this relationship. Spouse is upside down. They said the Little Rascals. What was her name? Darla? Darla? Look, you see the M? Somebody's missing an M. Look, other. They said the others. Oh, shit. Didn't she have a boy and a girl? I gotta watch that again. But somebody does not have a spouse or spout. A spout. Spout. This is my handle. This is my spout. Tip me over and pour me out. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. This is my handle. This is my spout. Maybe somebody was short and stout. They said Guinness Stout, Heineken. But yeah, spouse is upside down. Somebody because of their mother. And the M is missing. So a mother like no other. There's 2 readings to that. You can go back to those 2 readings. Maybe somebody's mother was doing, didn't like the spouse. You know, you cannot, you know what? They're showing me, yeah, somebody, yeah, wasn't home because like I said, different stories on the board. Somebody's spouse was not home because they were roaming. Somebody did not have a spouse because they were roaming. Adventurer. And then with other people, the mother comes up. So, you know, either mommy's boy and you couldn't fight. You know what I mean? Some people are just always fighting with their mother because in the mother's mind, the son is their husband. That emotional incest. There you go. Look, underneath mother, dwarf, trying to make you small. This reminds me of the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, the what is it? The Fellowship of the Ring, the Two Towers, and the Return of the King. Like I said, down with the king. Maybe somebody returned from roaming, and when they came back from roaming, they were down with the king. Knighted, like I said, priesthood, knighted. They said OBE. And then they said OB Trice, the setup. Look at this. Where is it? Yeah, they said the setup down there show me spouse upside down, mother upside down. So maybe somebody, spouse and mother. Spouse and mother. SPAM. Spam. Whatever spam means to you. All right. You are the greatest gift. They said, oh, what wow. He's the greatest dancer. Oh, what wow. Maybe somebody was not, look, this is right next here. They said, he, she? A transvestite is significant, or not necessarily transvestite. They said just transitioning, male to female. You were confused, and maybe that's why you roamed, or you had to roam because mother told you to get out. Mommy Dearest energy, of course, is coming up. They said Joan Crawford. What was her name? Faye Dunaway played Joan Crawford. So both of those actresses are significant, and those names. They said Runaway Bay, which is Jamaica, by the way. In the country. A country boy significant. Like I said, city slicker, country grammar. Male, female. So this was the reason that somebody did not have a spouse. They didn't want to. So let's take it as it resonates for you. Some people wanted to be married and couldn't because they were male to female. Some people didn't want to be married because they were roaming. And some people couldn't be married because of mommy. You see 28? 28 is the expectation card. February 8th might be significant, or August. St. Augustine, Florida, and St. Augustine as a saint. You are the greatest gift. Life's journey is your masterpiece. I'm just a master. I'm just a masterpiece trying to masterpiece. But you could not do that because of mommy. They keep showing me mother. Like I said, mother like no other. Look. They said, growing up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. 50 Cent is significant. G-Unit. G-Unit. G-Unit as in God unit. And they didn't like that shit. They said, I don't like that shit. Daily. I don't like that shit. Look. I'm a survivor. Destiny's Child's definitely heavy. They said soul plane. Yeah, that's where we've been on the soul plane. That's it. My new shit sound like a soul train. Nip, what up? Nip this shit in the bud. They said Shark Tale. Because she's a gold digger. Mommy, daddy, and baby shark. Mommy, daddy, and baby shark. Oh, look. Maybe mommy and daddy and baby shark. Okay. She's a gold digger. Who was that? Angelina Jolie? Jolie, the French is significant. Jolie, meaning somebody that's pretty. You are the greatest gift. Upside down, they didn't consider you a gift. What else is fucking new? They said you the news. Front page news. Nothing they could try to do to you worked. They said a tree grows in Brooklyn. You understand what the fuck I'm talking about? A tree grows in Brooklyn. Like I said, BK. British Knights. They said, what is that? They show me the Union Jack is significant. Union with Jack. They said Jackie Robinson, 42. Who was that? Chadwick? Chad as a nation, they said. Chadwick as a name. They said Chadwick's of Boston. No, the fuck y'all didn't. Filene's. Who the fuck is bringing this shit up? Document your life's milestones in a journal, celebrating your journey's complexities and joys. Okay? Buttons. That, like I said, the QP dolls are significant. QP is significant. PQ. All right. This looks like Africa to me. Yeah, the motherland, baby. Don't get it twisted. A tapestry of memories. This is what we're doing. Bringing back the memories. Bringing back the, they said, what's her name? Akasha? Aliyah. The highest, most exalted one. Oh, shit. Somebody flipping out over that shit, and the chosen one came back upside down because they lied. They lied on you. Like I said, woo. They said, you read it, kid. Your name's on the affidavit. You read it, kid. Faggot ass that be scared to do they bid. 718 is significant, and I'm going to show you why. The 7th chapter, maybe the 7th chapter, but the 18th verse is significant. There you go. You heard that outside, right? Confidence in the power of healing. Ajna, the 6th chakra. Y'all is fucking clowning on me today, okay? Ancestors. 7, they said 7 days. Like I said, fellowship of the ring. Maybe that happens in 7 days. Mayday. SOS. Okay, 18, 718, page 18 and page 19. Moon and sun, solar and lunar. They said Jebbenute. Okay? Like I said, you should have bought a squirrel. They said, I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So move your butt. What's his name? Freedom Williams? Freedom. I won't let you down. They said Freedom Squad. But then, yeah, all right. Rep Jamaica. All right. You see that? They said you just got let go, Omar. You think I don't know is who? My body is covered in an ivory robe, but my face is naked, illuminated by an inspired light from within. My hands are capable of creating and protecting. Listen, you who are so young, beautiful, and pure. Like I said, Jolie as a name. They said Jolene. What's her name? Dolly Parton. They said partisan. Party. We about to party. We like to party. You see that 7 at the top is flipped upside down. They show me 7 New Rochelle bus, 7 shuttle MTA going your way. Listen, you who are so young, beautiful, and pure, love yourself in the other, but love the other in yourself. Okay, it is said that only very special people are able to heal others and tend to the wounds of a broken heart. They said, what becomes of the broken hearted? It is only said that only very special people are able to lead others and to tend to the wounds of a broken heart. And it is also said that there are no hearts that have never been broken and no souls that do not bear scars. They said the right to bear arms. So maybe somebody has scars on their arms, you know. Yeah. Sometimes you must believe in your power to heal, to be, even if for a little while and if in limited circumstances, that special person who can and will bring solace to the pain of those close to you. Just remember that the wounds and scars of the soul cannot be seen. Believe in what you feel, just not what you see. Now, somebody wanted you to believe in what you saw, which was an illusion. And the illusion was their confidence in the power of healing. False fucking prophets coming upside down because the path, they said path trains are significant. LIRR. What was his name? Ferguson. Wasn't his name Colin? We were in 8th grade when that shit happened. 94, 93, 94. I'm being in 8th grade, as in the infinity car. They was about to do the shit to infinity and beyond. Toy Story. Buzz Lightyear. They said Apollo 13. Yeah. Buzz killed. Now you killing the fucking Buzz. You know what they're saying? Leveling the playing field. As in, they said atomic warfare. You see this? The kitchen and the Clue cars. Clue, Illuminati. DJ Clue, the question. You're an enigma. Yeah, like I said, return to innocence. Chosen one survivor, right? Gold digger. Like I said, the gold rush. She's a gold digger. This is biblical, okay? We've always been biblical. We've always been, they said, jaw wide open. We've always had drop people jaw. They say your bati jaw. Bati jaw. B and J. Only Jamaicans talk like that, okay? Only Jamaicans talk like that. Now look, now you can't see the cards, but the survivor is under mother, and now chosen one is under biblical. So that, oh, so let me show you what happened. Male and female, mother, yeah. They said don't say it out loud, but it's confirming what I know. Mother and male and female, okay? Somebody's mother is both male and female. They said Hermes and Aphrodite, hermaphrodite. That's one. Somebody's mother might be transitioning, or like I said, you're transitioning and mother don't like that shit. Survivor, underneath, survivor. Like I said, soul plane. Nip. Resilience and beauty and the beast. Yeah, like I said, the French. The British are coming. The French are coming. Yeah, everybody's coming because this is who we are. Take nature walks to reconnect with the earth, harmonizing your energy and your surroundings. We're in the enchanted forest, and for some people, oh shit. They said forest, you used to live in a forest or live in a rainforest, live by the sea. Look, they said to the sea, which is a number 7 card in my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. No matter what they tried to do, they couldn't stop your memories. They said they can't change what we are, or they can't change who we were above the rim. This is because I'm above the rim, and this is how I ball. Yeah. Energies to meet the challenges of your desires regarding and resulting from the honesty and strength of your willpower. Doing it your own way. They said Fleetwood Mac, go your own way. Okay, twin goats are significant. Like I said, Baal and Baphomet. The twin goats. And then they said maybe twin goats. Maybe the twins are Capricorn. Capricorn. Look, maybe somebody was twins and they didn't feel that you were grift. Yeah, grifters. That's what you guys do. Grift. They said drift. TJ drift. Yeah, we had to drift. Tokyo Drift. What movie was that? Number 3. Past life reading. Walk into your own journey. Dwarf. Mother tried to make you feel small. They said dinky, diminutive. Dimming your light. You know what? In the bedroom, we had a dimmer switch. You see, when I look back on things, so many things are clear. The need for control or an obsession with a power struggle. And the resurrect is upside down. Get to the heart of it. Do or die, you must. Pluto is significant. Yes, of course. Aquarius is in Pluto. Of course it is. Aries is significant. 5th house is significant. 3rd house is significant. Aries is where we at right now. We're going into, Aries is the leader. They're showing me Act 1. We're in Act 3. Well, I don't know about Act 3, but Act 3 is in the Bronx. So Act 1 and Act 3 or something. They said the hero's journey. There goes my hero. And some people, look, they're showing me Buddhists and saint. Some people were persecuted for their religion and beliefs, just like just like what's happening now. Biblical. I said, bring it up closer so you can read. The Saint, what is that? Val Kilmer. Willow, significant. Val Kilmer movies. We just seen him in, what was that? Deja Vu. Yeah, they said, uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. We gets down, baby. For the crown, baby. Because if it wasn't for the Bronx, they said number 6, uptown in the Bronx. 4, 5, and 6 trains. 6, I think the 4 and the 6 trains are green, and then the 5 train and is red. So red and green is significant. Yeah, green light, red light, green light. 1, 2, 3. All right, past life. Underneath the walk your own journey. Okay, it's upside down. It's essential to stay on your own path. Number 30, significant. 28, 10, and 23. You couldn't walk your own journey. For whatever reason, could not walk your own journey. Spouse upside down, roamer. And then remember, mother. So what's coming back is the male and female with mother. You're transitioning. It wasn't accepted. Cultivate a garden for care, for houseplants, finding peace and satisfaction and nurturing growth. So some people sew, some people embroider. What they show me? Crochet, scrapbooking, arts and crafts. Some people actually have a garden, a green thumb. They show me in the third house. Maybe somebody has 3 properties at their third house. Okay, dedicate time for creative pursuits that nourish your soul, serving as your persecution. They said eradication. Dedicate time for creative pursuits that nourish your soul, serving as your personal sanctuary. Sanctuary cities are significant. Maybe back in the days, there was no sanctuary in any city. They said the Dark Ages. D.A. Janine Pirro. She was a D.A. Deity. They said Rhea. The pantheons are out here. Mother, survivor, but mother and male and female got switched, and survivor and chosen one got switched. Destiny swaps all lifetimes. In all lifetimes. They tried to swap your destiny in this lifetime, and it didn't fucking work this time because all of our debts are paid. What do you think? They said willpower, will to power. Oh, baby, I love your way, says the ancestors. Survivor, lucky. They said lucky strike as a name. They said an airstrike. Landmines. We've been coming from war. They said war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War. Ugh. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. This is why they go to war. For money. To feed the beast. Beauty and the Beast. Like I said, opportunistic, greed, exploitation, selfishness. This is what the war machine goes to war for. They said the war room. This is what the fuck we go to war for. For no good reason. They keep saying a tree grows in Brooklyn. Yeah, BK. Biblical. Now this applies to me. They said to tell y'all that shit. Or remind you motherfuckers who didn't know. Say it louder for those in the back. Your bloodline survived from the biblical days until now. And that is a sunflower. That is the newest race coming back onto the planet. You had us all fucked up. Okay? Somebody's mother wanted to swap their destinies, mine included, for the last I don't know how many motherfucking lifetimes. The fuck? You thought you could do that shit again. No longer holds power over you is a clarifying card. They said Claritin, crystal clear vision, 2020 is significant. No longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love, 10. 10 was my golden birthday, like I said, but it wasn't because 14 was my golden birthday. So, and 14 is the temperance angel. 14, I was in 8th grade. I was always going to be a motherfucking temperance angel. And they tried to, wash you over with the emotions. It's just emotions taking you over. Energy and moat. A moat. Yeah, it's a moot fucking point, dummy. Yeah, they said crash test dummies. You crashing the fuck out because some people couldn't marry you, couldn't hold you down. I'll hold you down. I'm on my way. Yeah, they said another one. And another one. Congratulations, you played yourself. Now you're feeling real fucking small, right? This is how you started. Thank you, Queen. However you start is however you're going to end. Queen be like, hurry up and get in your motherfucking coffin. No longer holds power over you. The twins are significant. Coffin, sarcophagus, tomb. The tombs are significant. They said Radcliffe as a name. Radford, ratified. Bradford as a name. They said Castor and Pollux, the twins. PC and Tech. No longer holds power of you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. This is what we had to do. Shh. for love. They said D.L. Hughley stand up back in the day. Had to be fucking dead. They said, what you want to be when you grow up? I want to be alive. So we had to roam. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Yeah, time travelers, back to the future. Okay, we had to roam these timelines to heal them. No longer pose power over you, mother. Because you were the chosen one, mother now has to embark on the truth. Question your beliefs and assumptions, courageously seeking the truth that resonates with you. Now, mommy dearest has to embark on her own journey. And look, you going straight back to the fiery chasms from whence you came. Fire signs are significant. Yeah, it said Dionysus. Dionysus, wine, the wedding in Cana. Okay, survivor. Past life in oh shit. Yeah, we was at the wedding in Cana. Look at this. Oh my God, turning water into wine. They said www.com. Shit, maybe you went and back and ordered that shit online. What we're being taught is a lie. Oh shit. Let me find out. You went online and ordered wedding. They said weddings.com and the wedding in Cana. I'm not even playing. Y'all is laughing, but I'm not playing with it. Past life emotion lives in you. You are expressing more. It is releasing. It said express the limited brands. Oh shit. Express lane. Fast track. They said the fast track the emergency room is significant. You had to be fast tracked to the moat. Like I said, moat and moot. Yeah, what they said, first night. Yeah, the knighthood, being knighted by the order of the British Empire. Like I said, British knights. And then they said pony, Elise, what they're saying, puma back in the day. They said gazelles, past life emotion lives in you. Survivor. Buddhist is significant. Meditation, Zen, serenity. The Buddhist temples are significant. They said Nepal, Everest, Mount Everest, online schooling is significant. Mount Everest itself. They said maybe somebody was climbing Mount Everest and they didn't come back, which is why the spouse is upside down. You got up there and you felt dwarfed to the mountain. Look at the mountain in the back. They said the Vikings are significant. And then VI, they said Vikings could be VI, they said Viacom. But then they said VI could be Virgin Islands or VI as in 6 kings. They said LA County, LA Kings. Slauson County is significant. Yeah, Nip, what's up? Nipping it in the bud. That's it, Rex in the middle. Practice daily meditation and cultivate a peaceful mind, enhancing your ability to cope with life's challenges. Look at this. They said somebody grew flowers, somebody pressed flowers, they said till, maybe you were tilling the plains. They said white plains. Oh my God. Or name with plain Jane. You were a plain Jane, maybe. They said the peacock, but then they showed me the peacock, a donkey with peacock's feather. The donkey represents the lower self. Maybe you were the donkey that Jesus was riding on. They said Anna, Mary, Jesus, or Yeshua. Mary, Yeshua, Mother Mary, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and Joseph is significant. The Ascended Masters, AM. Yeah, 1010 wins. Volunteer for a cause that resonates with you, deepening your sense of empathy and shared humanity. They said hope. Rainbow, the Rainbow Village, Rainbow charities, for-profit and non-for-profit with the name Rainbow in it. Rainbow, this is the Rainbow Tribe. Rainbow currency for rainbow children. Some people actually make these dolls. Some people do dry cleaning, sewing back buttons, or, keeping buttons like this. What else are they showing me? See those lips? Maybe somebody has an afro, or back had an afro like that back in 1974 that came up in the beginning of the reading. They show me 12. Maybe somebody was 12 in 1974. Look at what they're showing me. Maybe you were roaming because, you know, you were connected to something higher and they didn't care. Staying home, they didn't want to have power over you, so you left. They show me 1023 as a date and as a time, which is 0123. Binary code is significant. Rewriting the code. Rewriting the code. Enchanting patchwork. Cultivate a deep sense of appreciation for diversity by actively engaging with different cultures and perspectives. This is who we are. This is what we're doing. They said Moana of Montanui. We are Voyagers, Star Trek Voyagers. They said Space Bowls. Somebody actually, they said duvet covers, quilts and blankets and, you know, stuff like that. Linens, Bed Bath & Beyond, linens and things. They said click. Yeah, the click. Ain't nobody fucking with the click. Click, look, weaving bonds. So weave of hair is significant. Somebody does hair. Somebody, oh, you know what? They said somebody makes wigs for people, children with cancer. That's what they're showing me. And then they show me right here, rhythms of empathy. Yeah, somebody makes wigs for little girls with cancer, and then other people make dolls for wigs for little girls with cancer, and the matching dolls for those little girls. I know that's right. Reconnect with old friends or family, strengthening ties through shared history and experiences. Family reunions are significant. You see the hand? Talk to the hand. Some people don't want to fucking hear it. They show me 12. This is the tribe we're in. They show me. Yeah, they said cover that up. Nude is significant. Being nude. Being in the nude. Yeah, we are completely transparent. See the tribe of 12? 12 chakras is significant. 12, the 12th month. Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving. The gift of healing and the ancestors of gratitude. That's what they said to say it. Their gratitude. Somebody speaks like that. Maintain a gratitude journal to focus on life's small joys, fostering a mindset of contentment. They said some people are fostering children, and the child is gratitude. Maybe that's what the child says. Because they overheard an adult talking. They're grateful to you. They show me underneath 7. 7 is upside down, and 12. So maybe they're under 7 and 12, or, you know, take it as it resonates. They show me in Aries, the 3rd house. They show me the 5th house, Pluto. They said Pia as a name. And then they said onomatopoeia. English teachers, maybe somebody's teaching English. Reconnecting with old friends. They said family reunions and class reunions are significant. And reunions with your soul tribe for inspiration. For meditation, Zen, and serenity. Temple University is where we've been. All right, you guys be well. See you next video.